Today I'm meeting with an experienced distance runner who's, I don't know how old she is.
Are you kidding me? Okay, my name is Deb Hellman, and I am rapidly approaching 60.
She's actually a fellow coach. We've worked against each other and with each other for many years now.
You and I have been coaching together, I think, for 15 or 16 years. We coached different teams, but shared a track at the Grace Center. And we had a tremendous relationship. You seeing issues my kids were having, me helping issues that your kids were having, and just supporting each other's teams was a great joy.
These days, she works as a muscle activation technique specialist. And anytime I have an athlete that's got some issues, I send him to see Deb.
And I love to refer to you, my clients who are looking to improve their running form and skill, and specifically you're an amazing hurdles coach.
Deb reached out to me because she needed some help.
I am here today because I've had a long break from running. I had a pretty significant metatarsal fracture in my foot, and coming back to running this time, which I've done many times after fractures before, it's not feeling right. Something is off, and I thought better to get the expert advice to get me started on the right foot, literally. So I'm coming back now to my running. I've been running maybe 2 months, and I don't feel right. I feel weak. I feel that it's a tremendous amount of effort that I'm not used to it being. And I want to economize my gait and my stride, and I want to improve my strength.
Okay. So let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
So let's talk about what is your history or background with running?
I've been running, I was trying to think about that. I think I've been running about 15 years. Had several huge issues. Fractured both femurs, so I had setbacks with each of those, and then had to come back to running. This time it feels different. Now it could be partly my age, but I'm definitely deconditioned. But I was when I had to come back from femur fractures too. Yeah. So I want your expertise to get me literally on the right foot.
Okay.
So that I can come back with not just greater strength, but greater confidence, greater ease. And I want running to be the pleasure that it used to be. Okay. Because right now it's labored.
Okay, so are you interested in racing or just running for running's sake?
I want to run for pleasure.
Okay.
I may consider a marathon, which I love marathons. I typically like to do one a year. But right now I'm not feeling the running love, and I want to get back to that.
Okay. So how many miles a week do you want to eventually, what's your goal, miles per week?
30.
30?
Yeah.
And so how many days a week do you run?
6.
6. And what's how many miles on a long day?
Right now, 5. I'd like to work my way up to my norm, which is to have a good 2-hour run on the weekends.
2-hour run. Okay. After a discussion, I concluded that Deb's training program and diet were solid. I was going to use our time to analyze her running technique and then tackle her lack of strength training. Let's look at it at full speed. Because full speed almost looks like half speed.
That's my problem.
Just kidding.
I hate you already. Okay.
So very comfortable runner. And I mean that in a good way. Look at your foot strike.
Yep, too far forward.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. So yes, you could stand to land with a little more bent knee, a little more underneath you. Okay?
All right.
But everything else looks good. You're in a good upright position. Your arms are moving great. You look like you know something about running. You probably might be a good coach. So you probably have less for me to talk about than any runner that I've ever analyzed.
But you know what? It doesn't feel good. Right?
Really? Okay.
And there's something. I'm pleased that there's not a lot of technique that needs to be changed in terms of my form, but I knew going into this today that I need full body strength training, and I knew you were the go-to person to help me with that. And I'm hoping that by getting stronger, the running will feel easy again like it used to. I hope this isn't a permanent dilemma that I'm in. I'm confident you can help.
I work with a lot of athletes on their strength training. I just can't film it because they work out at fitness centers that won't let me bring a camera in. Fortunately, Deb has a home gym, so I'm going to film that. I'm going to make that a separate video session and I'll post that soon. If you're interested in learning how to run better, I've created a running technique cheat sheet. You can download it in a link that I've provided below. Also, if you'd like to learn how I might be able to coach you either in person or online, you could go to acemethodcoaching.com to learn more, or you could also see that link in the notes below.